All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again for another Champions League special. All the Chelsea fans out there, we can just sit back and relax today. Enjoy, hopefully, a capitulation of another team. Hopefully, Man United gets battered, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait. We're going to look in the lineup very, very soon. It seems like a very strong lineup for both Man United and Atletico Madrid, but both the teams apparently are not doing that well in their respective, in terms of Atletico Madrid, they're not doing that well. And obviously, Man United in the Premier League have been up and down. In recent times, they've won a few, so we'll see what happens. Good to see a few people already joining in. Yes, it is a different match besides Chelsea. It just gives us the opportunity to watch other games as well. As I said previously on this particular channel, that we are going to try and do a lot more watch-alongs for different matches. And in this particular match, we're going to also have a close eye on Joao Felix. We're not really linked with him, but the Chelsea fan base are quite excited about this particular player. So it'll be good to see how Joao Felix actually does against Man United. I feel like he's a very good player, very technical player, and you never know. There's some talks within the Chelsea fan base that they would want to see Lukaku, Alonso swap with Joao Felix, and maybe you never know. It could be a potential destination for Lukaku if he ever wants to leave. That is, if we ever part ways. Whether Atletico Madrid can ever pull out that kind of money, that's a different story. But he would suit the Atletico Madrid style. It's a counter-attacking style. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Shout out to Sai Krishna. Good to see you, my man. There you go, Amava. Maybe a Lukaku plus Alonso swap for Joao Felix if he runs the show. NS Sports TV, good to see you. Joey Flynn, good to see you. How's it going, my man? Going good. It's a non-Chelsea match, so the stress is off. But I'm hoping it's going to be an entertaining match, and I'm hoping Man United gets battered. It's very early in the morning, 6:48 a.m. Sydney time. So, yeah, it's early. It's cloudy as well. Last few days, it's been so cloudy, very dark outside. And it's raining as well at the moment. So, yeah. We've got Sam Bruce. Good to see you, my man. How you doing, Miz? Doing good, my man. Let me know where you guys are all tuning in from as well. I'd love to know where you guys are logging in from all around the world. We've got Zuhair Abbas. Good to see you, my man. NS Sports TV. I saw Taran, not Tarun. Taran yesterday. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, Taran was in the game, so they had a very good time. I repeat, Samria, good to see you, my man. Hey, Miz, how you, man? Doing all right, my man. Sai Krishna, Miz, hope you're well, bro. Looks like Lukaku isn't in Tuchel's plans after all, after that Lille game. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Romelu Lukaku, and I guess Kai Havertz absolutely put the nail on the coffin as well. Like, that performance from Kai Havertz was impressive, very, very impressive, and it's put a spanner on the works, and it really has now put a question mark on Romelu Lukaku's future, because I can't picture how Romelu Lukaku starts on Sunday after that performance from Kai Havertz. Unless if he starts, you would expect still Kai Havertz to start alongside with him. So, yeah, Lukaku's got a mountain to climb now. Mountain. Pete from India, NS Sports, Northwood, London, Sam Bruce. Thoughts on Max Kilman, Miz? Yeah, man, Sam, I've actually done a video not that long ago about 8 Premier League players that we should be focused on, and Max Kilman was one of them in my video. So I was always very, very supportive towards Max Kilman. He's a top defender in the Premier League. and I was very surprised that no one was talking about it. And funnily enough, in recent times, Chelsea's now been linked with it. Look, if we get him, he's a top defender. I've got no issues with him. I think he'll do a fantastic job. I'm pretty sure he plays on the left side, so he plays as an LCB, pretty certain. And he would be a fantastic addition to our team. So Krishna, maybe a Broja and Havertz show next year. I wouldn't complain. And this is what we were talking about not that long ago when Lukaku was having those stinkers post his interview. We were saying Broja and Havertz at that same time was having a fantastic run, an upward trajectory. So Lukaku was giving stinkers and Havertz was giving super performances. Broja was giving super performances. So a lot of us were saying Broja and Havertz next season, but we'll see what happens, what Marina does with Armando Broja. Okay, let's have a look at the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 9 minutes before the match starts. This is the Atletico Madrid lineup. I've got my bad boy Ishan Badra. Let me see. He's joining in. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Ishan, my bro, what a surprise, man. I had no idea you're joining.
Surprise. What's up?
Good to see you, bro. I just thought maybe you've got work tomorrow. You're going to be sleeping and whatnot, man. Really good to see you. How you been?
Hey, listen, I've got work tomorrow, and I might not be here for that long. Yeah, but then, man, listen, I just, I'm not. I think I'm a bit ready for maybe 15-20 minutes of the game. So let's
Bro,
see.
don't worry. You're ready for the entire match. You're not going anywhere now. You are not going anywhere now, bro. You are stuck here. We are watching this capitulation. Hopefully, Man United gets their ass whooped, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Ishan. Let's have a look at the lineup, Ishan. This is the Atletico Madrid lineup. A lot of people, Sai Krishna saying big up Ishan. A lot of people were missing you, Ishan, man, yesterday. So hopefully we can be together for the cup final, Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Sure. Of course. No
hopefully we add another trophy, Ishan. So that'd be great.
Yeah.
This is the Atletico Madrid lineup. Oblak, Savic. We've got Jose Gimenez. By the way, we were linked with Jimenez, and I don't know what happened with that anymore. Mandava, I've got no idea who that is. Visalco, got no idea who that is as well. Lorente is a very good player. Kondogbia plays for Atletico Madrid. Wow. Herrera, Lodi, Angel Correa, Joao Felix. I mean, Ishan, how you feeling about this, bro?
Hey, listen, Atletico's team is always, it always looks very rigid, very strong, especially in the midfield region, and also they're very good in defensive areas as well. But then look, if I had to make a guess on this game, I think so. Again, Atletico is going to be, parking the bus maybe, and just like we had seen Atletico.
Do you think so? At home, Atletico parking the bus.
That's the way they play, Miz. I believe that's the way they play. I would really be surprised, but the thing is that they would be more confident on the counter attacks. That's what I believe in, comparatively to what they will be at Old Trafford in the reverse fixture. You know what I mean? So at this point of time, I believe that Atletico's game plan is just maybe defensive and then pure counter attacking. That's what I think of them. The way they structure themselves, and definitely you can see it's a back three. So I'll be really surprised if they go ahead for they push for a high line. You know what I mean? It's definitely either gonna be possession based or either gonna be counter attack. So looking about their history in the Champions League, it's easy to predict that it's gonna be a park the bus and then a full-fledged counter attack.
Last season they parked the bus against us, if you remember.
Yeah, 100%, man. And also that's their, let's say, kind of
That's
a
just their
strategy,
DNA,
somewhat.
isn't it? It's just in their
Yeah,
DNA.
and especially you would see in the cup games, isn't it? I mean, Champions League, after all, it's a cup game. It's Yes, there is a reverse fixture as well, but then still it's a cup game, and then that's how they approach these competitions. You'd see, you would see the Atletico Madrid in Copa del Rey and Spanish cups as well. Just park the bus and then rely on counter attacks. That's how they play. It might work, it might not work. That's up to the type of gameplay they play at that point, or at that instant or at that day. But today, it seems like the way Man United are playing, that definitely Man United is going to attack. And just to contrast that, definitely Atletico Madrid is going to maybe have a defensive gameplay, and then they're going to rely on counter attack.
Yeah, perhaps you could be right, my man. I mean, looking at the Man United lineup, Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Paul Pogba, Fred, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane, Victor Lindelof, David De Gea. It's a strong Man United team, but for some reason, this Man United team doesn't seem to click all the time. Um, that lineup, Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Paul Pogba. Ishan, that's probably one of the best you can get in world
Yeah,
football. Like, that's
yeah.
unbelievable. So you could be right that perhaps Atletico Madrid could be looking at a counter attacking opportunity here. What's your thoughts on that Man United lineup, bro?
No, it's strong. It always looks strong, but then again, the core problem of Man United is what they've been performing in the Premier League is, are they confident enough, and is the team chemistry up there? You know what I mean? That the last couple of games has been fine. They've been winning it, but is it enough to beat Diego Simeone's side? That'll be interesting to see.
No, 100%. Ladybird, thank you so much for this generous super chat. Hi, Miz. Hope you're very well. Thank you so much for the superb content. Good to see you on non-Chelsea stream. Come on, Atletico. Yes, come on, Atletico. That is exactly what we are all doing as well. Uh, as I said, truly, truly, thank you for that super chat and those kind words. We've got quite a few people on. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Fayaz Ferdin Simeone Masterclass. Perhaps Fayaz also saying Versilioko, I don't know how to pronounce that, is Croatian right back. So Christian Miz, at this point, we should be very careful if we are linked with any Atletico defenders. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know whether any of that Jimenez link was ever true, but 100% all of those links are now died down. We're linked with so many different other defenders. Maybe we see a Spanish Burnley. Yes, need a Penaldo disaster class. Griezmann on the bench and Korea playing as RF. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Ishan, Griezmann. Let's have a quick look at the people, the team's bench.
Yeah.
We've got Benjamin Lecomte, got no idea who he is. Gomez, Felipe, Hermoso, Rodrigo de Paul. Wow, he's actually in the bench. Javier Cenero Martinez, Antoine Griezmann, Luis Suarez, Thomas Lamar. They've got a lot of firepower in their bench. Lamar, Suarez, Griezmann, De Paul. Are you surprised that this Atletico Madrid team doesn't perform? I mean, I know they're the defending Spanish champions, but apparently this season they haven't been doing that well in the Liga.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think so. They're under pressure a bit. You're right. Being Spanish champions, I think so. There's an added pressure to perform well in the Champions League. Also, in terms of the Spanish side contingency, you know what I mean. There's only Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid now since Barcelona's out. So these two are the teams where we perpetually look and say that fine, these two teams are going to go ahead. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, these two are the powerhouses from Spanish sides, and Atletico Madrid not being in form is one of the concerns for them. And also, that's why this contest becomes interesting, where Atletico Madrid might not be at their best, and similarly goes with Man United, but even they are not at their best. So
Yeah.
it's more like it's the contest between who's the better worse.
Who's
You know what
who's
I mean?
who's the best worst team?
Yeah, the best worst team. That exactly.
No, well said, man. Mohammed is there. Here's a question. Diego Simeone and Allegri play similar styles, but why you think Simeone has been more successful with it than Allegri at Juve? Um, Diego Simeone and Allegri play similar styles, so counter-attacking football. I mean, Juve is just so strong in Serie A. There's just got too much talent for Serie A. That's probably why. Oh, but why do you think Simeone has been more successful? Oh, okay. In terms of Champions League, maybe why he's been more successful. I think Champions League football generally works for counter-attacking team. When it comes to cup competition, counter-attacking teams generally do well. When was the last time a possession-based team actually did the job? Like even last season, us against City, we were probably the counter-attacking team. City was the possession-based team. Um, you'd have to go back all the way to, I suppose, Bayern Munich and recent times and Barcelona. But Real Madrid, those classic Real Madrid days when Real Madrid was winning, Real Madrid was winning through counter-attacking football. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're off. The game has started. I mean, Ishan, do you have any response as to why Simeone has been doing better than Allegri, I suppose?
I believe it's difficult to compare like that, miss. I mean, yes,
Yeah,
both might be playing a counter-attack gameplay, although Simeone has got that more respect in terms of managerial level because of his achievements. I think so. It's not viable to compare both because the two leagues that they've been playing, the two teams that they've been managing, it's different. It's totally different. La Liga is, let's say, a bit relying more on the possession, tiki taka, passing, and mixture of counter attack gameplay. But then when you talk about Serie A, majority of the teams play counter attack gameplay. Let's be very very honest there. And when all teams play counter attack gameplay, it's not a speciality there. But when it comes to Diego Simeone playing a counter attack gameplay against teams like Barcelona or Real Madrid, who are basically attacking possession style, or maybe let's say a tiki taka one touch passing, it's difficult to perform in that ecosystem, and Atletico Madrid has done that. So maybe with that inference you can say that maybe Simeone has edges above of Allegri. But then
yeah.
still I would say it's not viable to compare both of these managers, just because they're playing in different competitions.
Yeah, yeah, fair point, man. Fair point. Early days, and Atletico Madrid seems like they are applying a high press. I'm really keen to see how Harry Maguire does as well. He's still the captain of Man United. There's a lot of talks going on. Newsflash, check DM on Twitter. My man, I've just checked it as well. I'm not sure. What am I looking at? You said, yeah, YouTube are so stupid because you can't make your content better and better if they keep copyright restrictions. A funny video that you maybe can play in your live stream or videos. I mean, what am I looking at? Newsflash. Is it something interesting, or why have you sent that to me? I've got no idea. Atletico Madrid. Ooh, they were almost in, bro. They were almost in with a chance there, but late clearance. Jeff Knightley, hey Miz and Ishan, good to see you, Jeff. Shrey Oberoi, Allegri has also done well, Miz. Both have failed in UCL and league. Both have a good CV, but now they are struggling. Yeah, I mean, I feel like their style of football is not a progressive style. It's very sort of, I don't know, a bit prehistoric to me. Like Diego Simeone doesn't really excite me. Maybe 5-6 seasons ago when Atletico Madrid was really a ruthless counter-attacking team, but
But then, Miss, does Allegri excite you?
he doesn't either. He doesn't.
That's the
Allegri,
point, right?
back when he was bossing it with Juve a long time ago, when Juve was making Champions League finals and whatnot. Um, but I feel like Ishan, like if you want to be a top club these days, you do have to. Like I feel like you need to play possession based. Like you need to play entertaining football. Would you
Yeah.
agree, bro?
Yeah, I do agree, man. There are teams like, you know, Liverpool, Man City, Bayern Munich, who are relentlessly attacking you, man.
Yeah.
They just don't stop. And I really don't know if this.
Bro, even teams like Brighton, man. I mean, forget about those
Yeah,
guys. Like even
exactly,
Brighton
exactly.
attacks.
100%. Brighton, Southampton with Ralph
Yeah,
Hasenhüttl, these
Southampton. Yeah.
guys attack relentlessly, and I really don't know what the qualities of Man City, Liverpool, Bayern Munich in Champions League, and also PSG if it want to add up. I really don't
Mm,
know how much this defensive and then counter attack gameplay would match up. Everybody is not will not put up performances like Spurs did in the last weekend against Man City. Everybody won't put up that performance. That sort of performance comes just once in a blue moon. Let's say if you wish to watch and replay that game again, maybe
mm.
rewatch, want to again reschedule the match between Spurs and Man City. I don't think so. Spurs would manage to do that again. It
Yeah.
is just those pinch of I mean, I did that watch along, and I was saying to the guys in the live chat as well. It is those sort of individual brilliance,
Yeah.
individual performances, and brilliant decision making clicking at the right time that
Yeah. It was
led
just
to.
ruthless clinical finishing. Yeah.
Exactly. It was just good decision making, clicking,
Yeah.
all at right time, and that's how they defeated Man City, Spurs, or else there was no chance, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's that. No, I don't think so. You being a defensive squad, or being a counter-attacking squad, I don't think so. You can pull off these kind of performances at highest level, time and time again. It's really difficult, man.
Ah, you're right, man. And for some reason, Spurs have got the number on Man City. They keep
Uh,
Spurs have done the double on Man City this season. I don't know how
exactly.
they keep doing that, but when you have a player like Harry Kane up front, um, it does make a massive difference. Mohamed Uzay, Antonio Conte is a superior version of Simeone and Allegri. Absolutely agreed. Sam Bruce, I really don't understand why we don't utilize the counter more. It was so effective last season against Atletico Madrid, etc., etc. I think we saw a lot of the. It all depends on what the opposition does as well. Cross coming in. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Joao
Ooh, goal.
Felix. Joao Felix, ladies and gentlemen. There you
Wow, what a
go.
goal.
What a goal!
Oh, what a
Joao
header. What
Felix.
a header.
That is a
My
supreme
goodness.
header, man. Oh,
My
oh,
goodness.
oh. I mean, there's a lot of talk in the Chelsea fan base about Joao Felix. Ishan, I'm not sure if you've been following
Yeah,
in the Twitter space,
yeah,
but I have to admit, Ishan, Joao Felix is a very technical player, man. I mean,
yeah,
he's a top-notch player. Sometimes, like some of our fan base, they get disgusted when he gets compared to some of our forward players. But let's
yeah.
be honest, this guy is a supreme player, right?
No, 100%, man. This guy is a talent, pure talent, and he's improved relentlessly as well.
What
This
a
is
finish.
You know
Yeah.
what, Miss? Initially, I thought that the way Simeone played, it might not be the perfect atmosphere for Felix to adjust in and show his class. But then the way he adjusts himself, and then now the way he's actually looking like a star man, the star striker. Man, it really means a lot. It really means a lot for a young talent like Felix to come up and bring up performances like this.
Yeah, bro. Huge um, talent, man. I mean, how old is he? He's still very young, right, Mishan?
Yeah, he should be in early 20s, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let's check. Yeah.
Yeah, let's check that out, man. That's an amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, today, as you can see in the title as well, it is a Joao Felix watch as well because, as I
Yeah, he's
said,
just 22, man, miss. He's just
oh,
22.
bro, for a 22, he's saucy, bro. He's really saucy. I mean, Ishan, if there was ever an opportunity, because there's a lot of talk about Romelu Lukaku, and you've been talking a lot about Romelu Lukaku and how you don't want him anymore. Um,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of the massive parts of the fan base have been thinking, where can we offload Romelu Lukaku?
Yeah.
I feel like Atletico Madrid is probably a good destination for Romelu Lukaku. Counter-attacking team could
Yeah.
play with that, big striker up front. Atletico Madrid wants Alonso. Would you ever entertain Lukaku Alonso for Joao Felix maybe as a swap deal?
It's possible, but then the thing here is, and I think so. the thorn in the conversation here is about Romelu Lukaku's wages, man. Will Atletico Madrid
Yeah,
accept that? I don't
yeah.
think so. Everything might get, might get checked, but when it comes to
Hmm.
Lukaku's wages, I don't think so.
But you know what? Atletico Madrid is the kind of team. They
Yeah,
it's not like they are a cheap kind of team. They pay quite good wages over there, man. I mean, look at Griezmann's over there. I know he took a pay cut, but he was on some
oh
crazy
yeah,
wages in Barcelona.
yes,
Um,
yes, yes,
but I feel like they can afford a player like Lukaku. They've made a lot of money, man. Like Atletico Madrid over the years, through
yeah.
sales of superstars, they've actually made a lot of money. I mean, I feel like maybe the wages might not be a huge deal if they can offload. I think they're talking about offloading Luis Suarez as well.
Yeah.
Um, do you feel Lukaku would fit that league? Would he fit La Liga?
Uh, it's difficult, but I think so. The thing which you just mentioned is that the way Atletico Madrid plays, it might actually just suit the way Lukaku plays. Maybe that's exactly what he played in Inter Milan. That's exactly what he played in what exactly he plays in Belgium as well. Also, just
Hmm.
to add up on that, miss, I read what Thierry Henry had to say about this whole Lukaku
Oh
situation.
my God!
Did
Have you
you?
seen
Yeah,
that? Have you
I
seen that?
ha- I have seen that one, and it's I don't know from where the comment is coming. Definitely, he's a Belgian assistant coach as well, so definitely he'll be taking his side. But then
Hmm.
listen, it does not make no sense to me. Come on, Thierry Henry, he is a legend of the game, and for sure the greatest striker Premier League has ever seen, and he's defending probably the one of the worst strikers currently
Well,
in Premier League. You know what I
no,
mean?
not completely defending because he was actually saying he doesn't understand why Chelsea went after a player like Romelu Lukaku because he definitely does not suit our
Yeah,
style and the way Thomas Tuchel. I was more interested the way Henri was so open about the whole thing that he could see that he
yeah,
doesn't fit Thomas Tuchel's structure. I'm just surprised that oh man, Atletico Madrid again on a counter. I'm just surprised that Ishan, we couldn't see that. It seems like
yeah,
everyone could see that Romelu
yeah,
Lukaku didn't fit Thomas Tuchel's style of play.
yeah.
I'm just surprised that we couldn't. And now, Thierry Henry, the Belgian assistant coach, is also saying the same thing. We made a massive blunder, it seems.
Yeah, definitely, man. We made a blunder. I think so. It's 100 million wasted. You know what I mean? Whenever Roman would wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, definitely it would be written wasted here whenever he thinks about Lukaku, because
Hmm.
he's been a waste, man. To be very honest, man, in simple words, he's not been that guy that we expected. As simple as that. But the thing here is, what was the ideology behind actually signing Romelu Lukaku? It wasn't that we thought about, like, listen, it's we're gonna Inter Milan was a counter-attacking team. We're gonna play counter-attacking team whenever he comes. No, that wasn't the case. The only
Hmm.
thing that we all were confident about Lukaku was that in the season, in the last season when we won the Champions League, we in the whole Premier League season, I think so, we were the second team who created most number of chances. That was
Yep.
after Liverpool,
Yep.
and looking at the conversion rate, we thought that the best person who could do that is one of the best guys who can actually convert is Romelu Lukaku, and he was
Hmm.
the one
Hmm.
who was available and who could do that. But less did we knew that removing a Kai Havertz or a Werner from that number 9 position and putting in Lukaku,
Hmm.
we would struggle even to create in the first place. You know what I mean? Let alone the finishing, we would even struggle to create. Now, the reason we created so much was because we had a fluidic front three, and that's exactly what we saw yesterday. You know,
Yeah.
and putting in a Lukaku. vanishes the creating scenario, and once we don't create, we don't score, as simple as that. But then
Yeah.
what we were thinking, miss, is that having that fluid front three, we created so many chances that we actually started missing a striker, that we wanted a striker. But then once we bought a striker, we thought that he's going to finish it. He might, but then he just removing that fluid front three, we don't create anymore. So
No,
that's the
you're right.
problem here, man.
You're right. And all of a sudden yesterday, without Lukaku, we started to create a lot more. We should have probably scored at least four against Lille, and we defended well. Like I don't remember a single opportunity where Lille was actually one on one with our keeper. Man United now on the attack. Bruno Fernandes with a long range shot just over the post. Advaid, good to see you, my man. Advaid, we will definitely have you for the Real Madrid versus PSG. Maybe us three, all of us three, we can do that watch along. That's going to be quite fantastic. I think I don't seem to be in the best of financial state as of now, so I don't think they would invest big money in any player, especially someone like Lukaku. Fair point, fair point. Ladies and gentlemen, Gallagher scored for Palace. Pranav. Let's have a look at some of the scores elsewhere. There you go. Palace 2-1 already. Liverpool 2-0. Oh my days. They're gonna murder. They're gonna murder Leeds, aren't they? Mo Salah, he's my captain. So fantastic. I triple
Oh,
captain him,
he's
by
my.
the way.
Oh, even me, man, miss. High five.
High five, bro. High five.
Who
Triple
who, who
captain Mo
scored the
Salah.
second? Joel Matip. You know what? I'm playing Joel Matip as
Oh
well.
my days, bro. No, that's cheating, bro. How did you know? You must have had a conversation
My
with Joe Matip that
days.
he's gonna score.
Oh my
Come
days.
on, bro. Come on.
This is bad.
Um,
This might be the first time in the history of FPL that I'm gonna cross 100. This might be
I've
the
crossed
first time.
100 before, but not that many times. I really was hoping I was going to cross 100. Maybe with Salah, hopefully they can murder Leeds, maybe 10-0. Salah can score five. I don't know.
Maybe we can cross 200. You know what I mean?
Maybe we can cross 200, but I'm pretty sure many people have got. I've got Gallagher in my team, I think. Do I have
Have
Gallagher in
you?
my team? Oh,
You
maybe
can
I
check it.
don't. Maybe I
Can,
don't.
can, can, can you check? Can you check who scored from Watford?
Sissoko, bro. Sissoko. I've got
Oh my God,
what's his name?
no. Emmanuel Dennis, right?
Yeah, Emmanuel Dennis. Yeah.
Did he assist? No.
Bro, Gallagher assist and a goal. Oh my
Oh wow,
days.
wow. Gallagher's on fire.
Gallagher is actually on fire, man. What's going on? Absolutely killing Watford. Impressive, very impressive. Okay, getting back to this match, ladies and gentlemen, Atletico Madrid's actually playing really well, man. They're very, very well drilled. Um, let's see what Man United's capable of. But Ishan's right. Looks like Atletico Madrid, they're playing their usual style, let the opposition come at them, and they're going to try and counter with pace. Good defending there that time, I believe from Lodi, maybe. Joao Felix.
Who assisted for Matip's goal, miss?
Uh, I don't know. They didn't show in
Let
live score, so
let me
that
check.
one's
Let
a
me
bit
check
of
it.
a
Let me
that
have a
one's a bit
quick
of a
check.
mystery.
You know what? Mohamed Salah.
Oh yes!
What?
Triple captain, baby.
What? Let me just check my score. It's gonna be 100 plus already. Already.
Yes, Miss Ishan, we're all Salah triple captain bros. Yeah, baby.
It's.
Great ahead.
Oh my God!
Are
Just
you
look at
like
my
cross
screen.
100? You've
Just
definitely.
look at
Oh
my
my God, you're
screen.
113. Damn.
Wow! I might
Damn.
be the highest in the world right now.
Bro, hopefully Mo Salah can just add a few more. Great Ahen, who do you want to win, Miz? As in this one, Atletico Madrid versus Man United, 100% Atletico Madrid. That's who I want. Sai Krishna Gallagher and Mount are going to give so much to this team. 100%. Gallagher needs to be in our team next season, man. I mean, there's some conversation that perhaps he could be sold as well, but I'd be very devastated with both Broja and Gallagher. I think those two. Would you say Ishan, Broja, and Gallagher, with the way they're playing, it's too
Yeah.
difficult to ignore them? Like they need to be considered in our team next season?
No, 100%, man. Especially for me, I think so. Especially Broja, you know what I mean? According to the need that we have at this point of time. I think so. Broja is more, should be more ahead in the pecking orders. Definitely, Gallagher is the standout performer in terms of all the loanies that are out there. But then Broja seems like a very very important element to me, because I really don't know what's gonna happen with Lukaku, and I really don't know if if Lukaku's gonna get confident and then start banging goals. But Broja seems like he's actually growing huge, man.
Yeah, man. Broja, can you imagine Ishan, Broja, and Havertz up front with the way Havertz moves, with the way um, Broja works as well? That could be a dynamic duo up front, Ishan, Broja, and
Yeah,
Havertz. And then you can have another workhorse of Conor Gallagher just behind them. Like,
yeah.
it's just work rate, work rate, work rate. Call us work rate FC.
But you know what, Miss? I think so. Warner has to go if Broja comes in, for
Mm,
sure.
mm, mm.
Or else,
Yeah.
listen, I would, and I'm being very, very realistic here. I would happily let Lukaku go, but I don't think so. There's anybody out there who would want him. You know what I mean? Looking at his wages and looking at his
Newcastle,
output.
there was someone who put in a bit of a cheeky information that perhaps Newcastle, I mean, Ishan, they could be looking at a front man. Here we go, Atletico Madrid, just ladies and gentlemen, 1 second. Oh, good interception there. But yeah, Ishan, Newcastle could be, and they could definitely afford that kind of wage.
Liverpool 3, Miz.
Oh my
And
days,
it's
who scored?
Mohamed Salah.
Oh, bro, this guy's. I'm telling you, it'll be 10-0.
Oh my
Another
days,
penalty.
Miz.
Another penalty.
Another
Oh
penalty.
my
Oh
God.
my
We are
goodness.
going to clean up this triple captaincy, ladies and gentlemen.
My, this might be
Ajax
the
1-0.
best.
Let's see who scored there.
Hala.
Tadic and
That
Mezraoui.
is.
Mezraoui, apparently another player. A lot of Chelsea fan base been talking about
My days,
Mezraoui.
Miss. What's happening with Liverpool Leeds match? My
Bro,
God.
Liverpool, as soon as they smelt Man City dropping points, bro, they're coming. They're coming, bro. They're coming for Man City. After this, they're only going to be 3 points behind, Ishan. Only 3 points behind.
Look at my score.
Oh my God, it's turning out to be a T20 score, bro. You're going to be scoring 200 plus. But I don't know if I can chase that down, bro, in 20 overs.
Man says T20 score.
Bro,
Oh my
definitely, Ishan balling
God.
right now. Salah 2 goals, 1 assist. Miz, if Leeds get relegated, Rafinha value is 25 million. Yes, I like that information, Ishan. Uh,
But
you know
but there
what?
would there would be there would be teams coming up onto him, like hungry wolves, hungry hounds.
I
If
hope
it's
Wolves don't come after him, though. Wolves, hungry
yeah,
Wolves, no problem. But Wolves, the team, don't come after him.
yeah. So maybe Bayern will chip in. You know what I mean? Because whenever it comes down to a good player with a small price tag, it always comes down to wages. You know what
Bro,
I
if
mean?
Bayern goes after him, apparently there's a lot of talk about Serge Gnabry.
Kingsley Coman. Oh,
Well,
Gnabry as
I
well.
think
Yeah.
they're gonna increase his contract, but Serge Gnabry could be one who's in danger. Would you entertain Serge Gnabry then? I would take Serge Gnabry, bro. Serge Gnabry is a
Yeah.
very good player.
Gnabry is a good player. Gnabry is a good player. He's been balling there in Bayern Munich. He's
Yeah.
been absolutely balling, man. He's right above there in the pecking order when it comes to team selections, but he's been that good and that consistent as well. But he's been there in Arsenal, right? But looking at his
Mm,
Premier League
mm.
performance, would you consider that as a maybe a risk sort of?
I mean, you know what? Those that was so long ago when he was in the Premier League. He was a lot younger. Now he's such a mature player.
Yeah.
I just feel like he'll be so direct. He can play either right or left. I can just picture him on the left, being so direct. Um, Marcus Rashford, look at that pace. Ooh, that might be. Lovely tackle. Um, no, Ishan, I feel like Gnabry would be impressive in the Premier League. I really would think he would be impressive. That's an excellent tackle from Savage, by the way. Wow. Um, are you concerned that he wasn't good in his early days? That maybe Premier League could be a bit too much for him. I feel like I feel like he's a much mature player now, bro. I think he'll do well.
Yeah, but I think so. You have to consider that, miss, because we all know the fact that the difference between Bundesliga and Premier League is immense. You
True,
know what I
true,
mean?
very true,
And
very
a
true.
player like a Timo Werner smashes goals left, right, and center in
Yeah,
Bundesliga,
yeah,
but struggles to hit the barn door in Premier League. So that's the difference. You know what I mean? So you can't say, man. There's a lot of uncertainty there with Bundesliga players.
yeah, yeah. I mean, look, Kai Havertz is from Bundesliga as well, but he's slowly coming
Yeah,
to
yeah,
his
yeah.
way. But I hear you, bro. I'm concerned with Bundesliga situation as well, man. But um, I mean, put it this way, Ishan, you would not say no to Lewandowski, even though he's a Bundesliga player.
Of course not.
Yeah,
Of course not, man. Lewandowski's. Oof.
cold. He's
I,
cold.
I don't think
Absolutely cold.
I don't think so. I've seen a better striker than I mean, from apart from R9 and something. Lewandowski
Mm.
is a different species, man.
Nah, you're right, bro. He's a different species, man. He's physical.
All the great players that we mentioned, all are wingers. But whenever you talk about strikers, I really can't mention anybody above him. When it comes to
100%.
past maybe 10 years or so, there's nobody above
Goal machine,
Lewandowski.
bro. Absolute goal machine.
100%.
Ruthless finisher, just technical ability to oozes as well. But yeah, Barca are interested in Rafinha. Yeah, do you know what? Like, ladies and gentlemen, Leeds was actually a team that I followed a lot last season. This season, yeah, initially I did, but then the way they were falling off just really disheartened me. Bielsa this season, and I must admit they've had a lot of injuries as well, a lot of issues. They haven't had Bamford most of the season, and Bamford was a big factor for them last season. Calvin Phillips was also injured in the initial stages. Yeah, look, I don't really care, to be honest. If they get relegated, great, and we can get Rafinha for cheap. We are apparently one of the front runners, but Barcelona is interested as well for a cheap price. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's get Leeds relegated. Let's get Leeds relegated, and we can get someone like Rafinha. Absolutely, sackable offense. Lorente is a class player. Can do everything. Yeah, he's another very very good player. But I feel like these sort of players, and I know I don't want to use Saul as a benchmark, but I feel like players like Lorente and whatnot, when they come to the Premier League, it will take time. If they ever come to the Premier League, it will take time to adapt. If they ever do, look, they necessarily don't have to. But I mean, Ishan, now we're seeing slowly Saul come into his ways, and he's putting on some decent performances every time he's featuring.
Yeah.
Were you shocked the way he was so mismatched in the Premier League? Like, did you ever think that, wow, like, I mean, we thought that he needed adaptation, okay, but
Yeah.
the way he was so shockingly poor in the initial stages in the
Yeah.
Premier League, did that
Yeah.
surprise you a little bit?
Yes, it did, man, because the expectations were high from Saul. You know what I mean? He's an
Yeah.
he's a big experienced player, and he's a champion of a player, and that's what we perceive of Saul. But then once he stepped in the Premier League, one thing that I expected that it would take some time for him to adjust, maybe a few games here and there, but
Mm-hmm.
the way he looked off, at the initial stages of his game, really took me by surprise. But then
Yeah, it was
again,
quite incredible. Yeah.
one thing we can conclude from from the whole Saul scenario, up to what we are seeing, is now you're seeing slowly and steadily Saul is picking up, and I think
Mm.
so. It needs a player to have good technical abilities to adapt quickly, and even if you adapt slowly, maybe that good technical ability might help you adapt more quickly comparatively to what you're expected to already. Saul is a good technical player. He's got that technique, but it
Mm.
took him some time. But if he did not have that instinct in him, you know what I mean, to improve,
Yeah.
maybe he never might have made it even in the bench. So it would have been worse. But then, like we're seeing Saul improve day by day, or maybe a bit by bit. I think so. If if you give him maybe one season, he might improve. He might actually adapt, and actually become a Premier League player. I believe that.
Yeah, yeah, no. I mean, I'm surprised that in recent times, when Saul has been doing well, that he hasn't seen a little bit more minutes. In regards to the upcoming match that's coming up between Chelsea versus Liverpool, Ishan,
Yeah.
there's no. Well, I don't know whether Kovacic is going to be ready. He got injured yesterday. There's a discussion as to do we just go with Jorginho and Kante? And look, that may be the most natural selection.
Yeah.
But someone like Saul and Kante, would you even think about that? Oh, Atletico Madrid almost. Was that a foul? Yeah, that was a foul. Uh, Seemed like there was an opportunity, but no. But yeah, Ishan,
Yeah.
would that even cross your mind, Kante and Saul, to start against Liverpool?
This weekend, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think so, man. Liverpool is gonna be too much of an ask for Saul. It's gonna be an added pressure, man. Listen, we already know that for a player who's trying to adapt, slowly and steadily, it needs time. I mean, not time in the sense time outside of the game, but then in the game, in the ball, when on possession, that player like a Saul might need more time on the ball, and Liverpool's not going to give you that. It's going to be more pacey. So I think so. It's going to be a clear selection of Jorginho and Kante, man.
I guess it's the most natural selection. At Vade, Lorente was our player. Wish we hadn't sold him to Atletico. Yeah, Lorente is playing really well as well. Um, Atletico Madrid, it seems like they're going to put Man United to the sword. Another goal I feel like is just around the corner. They look very good defensively. They're well structured, well disciplined, and in attack they know exactly what they want to do. Um, Ishan, so far Atletico Madrid looks very impressive.
Yeah, 100%. They look commanding, man. They look commanding. Man United, I really don't know. They look a bit rattled after that first goal, but then let's see what happens. But it looks like Atletico Madrid is more in a commanding position, man.
Yeah, man. Free kick coming up from Atletico Madrid. Apparently, Sebastian Haller has scored as well. Let's have a look at some of the score lines elsewhere. Benfica 1, Ajax 2. So Benfica's got Haller was the one who's done the own goal for Benfica as well, and then he scored one. Oh, it's been negotiated, that particular free kick. And Man United is on a counter. Man United is on a counter and well defended again. Atletico Madrid in good numbers, and they get themselves a free kick now. Ajax, after 33 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 2-1. Tadic and Sebastian Haller has scored. Let's have a look at scores elsewhere. Liverpool 3-0 still. And Crystal Palace 2-1. Tottenham Burnley 0-0. Wow. See, this is the thing, isn't it, Ishan? Tottenham goes
Exactly.
and wins against Man City, but then they're struggling against Burnley. I won't be surprised if Burnley actually wins.
Miz, if you'd watched the watch along that I did in that last match against Man City and Spurs, I said
Yeah.
the same exact thing time and time again, repetitively,
Yeah.
that the way Man City plays is, actually Antonio Conte's team thrives
Yeah.
for an opponent like that.
Yep. Yep.
They actually feed on opponents like that, and that's how, and that's why I say it, Miss. Not just that, but also they had a good game. Let's not take anything away from that.
Yep.
But
Yep.
then the way Man City pressed, the way Spurs actually had the counter attacks, the quick passing clicked at that moment. Those quick decision making clicked at that moment, they managed to defeat Man City. Are they gonna
Mm.
do every single game? Absolutely not. And you can write it in. Listen, you can write it on bond papers. Listen, banter aside, yeah, banter aside. This is all. This is me just according to my football knowledge. Yet banter aside,
Yeah.
I can promise you there's no banter in it. But again, if you want a rematch, Spurs versus Man City, I bet you the scoreline's not gonna be same.
Yeah.
Not gonna be
Yeah.
same. If Pep understands the fact that they thrive and feed on the high line that
Yeah.
you try
Pep
to
would
implement
slice
on
him up
them.
next time. Pep will slice him up next time. Yeah.
Exactly. I said this repetitively, miss, that this is not going to be the scoreline, and then to the exact next opponent they face. And look at now, Burnley, Mr. Shondash FC, Mr. Low Block, the Burnley who's famous for their low block. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen the same thing. They're going to struggle, and
Bro,
they are.
winning against low block is a different gravy, bro.
Yeah,
We struggle against, and this. Do you know what? It'll be a good discussion to have. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, after 35 minutes, Atletico Madrid won, Manchester United nil. Cristiano Ronaldo thumbs up. I love the thumbs up players. Romelu Lukaku is a thumbs up player as well. Cristiano Ronaldo, a thumbs up player. These thumbs up players, man, it seems to be the new trend. Himanshu Yadav, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Hello, Miz and Ishan. Big up to you both. Much appreciated, my man. I mean, Ishan, yesterday we saw an impressive display from N'Golo Kante.
yeah. Oh my
Man of the match
God.
performance, gave the assist as well for Christian Pulisic's goal. But throughout
Yeah,
the match, he was unbelievable
yeah,
defensively, offensively. But you know what, Ishan? I said it
yeah.
in that match. That is the perfect scenario for N'Golo Kante when the opposition is coming at us,
Ah,
high press. We win
exactly,
the ball. N'Golo Kante wins the ball and triggers a counter attack and goes at them
exactly,
directly. And I
exactly.
said, this is the perfect game for N'Golo Kante. However,
Yeah,
in a low block, when N'Golo Kante sees the ball a lot and he has to be sort of a creative midfielder, I
yeah,
don't like it in those scenarios because Kante finds himself in the wings, Kante finds himself inside the box,
yeah,
much like we saw in the Palace. Um, I mean, this is the thing, right? Like Man City with their low
yeah.
blocks, and we were talking about Spurs, winning against teams that come at them. It's so
Yeah,
important to realize certain players do well against certain type of oppositions, right?
exactly. 100%, man. So well said. And sometimes it's not just teams like I mentioned, Spurs. It's also certain players that we need to pick on and say that,
Yeah,
listen, these players might be tactically suited to these sort of oppositions. Like you said, against a low block, we might envy playing Jorginho instead of Kante. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
maybe a kind of a Loftus Cheek in place of Kovacic, maybe, or maybe a Kante if you'd want to say. Because why he's got that built, right? He's got that built to hold that ball and then look for an option to pass. So these decisions matter a lot, and then I think so. I'm 100% with you in this. Against low blocks, I don't think so. Kante can be that useful. There's no way you should be playing Kante against low blocks. But then another thing is that I hope Kovacic is not gone again for long.
Mm-hmm.
That's if Kovacic is injured for long, I think so. Kante will be forced to play. You know what I mean,
No,
and
you're
that
right,
might not
bro.
be that effective. But then, man, what a performance from Kante last night! My
Oh,
goodness me, I was actually confused who to give man of the match. You know what I mean? Kante, Havertz, Thiago Silva. These three guys were absolutely out of the
phenomenal.
world.
Look, you know what? Pulisic was had a very good game as well. I have to say.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. Pulisic as well. But I think so. I was the most I was surprised was by Kai Havertz. I did not expect that. Listen, Thiago Silva, Angolo
Blockbuster
Conte, these
performance.
guys, both these guys are world class players. One of the best in the world at what they do. It was quite expected from them. But Kai Havertz, he actually came out to prove a point. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
because there was a big decision before the game to rest Lukaku and play Havertz at that position. He was out there to prove a point, and I think so. He did that really well. Nobody can write that performance of Kai Havertz from the Brits. People will remember it for a long time.
Nah, 100%. He was so blockbuster. And Kai Havertz, since the Club World Cup, 2 games there, Palace, now this one, Palace probably a little lackluster there. But then again, he was playing as a winger, and I don't like him playing as a winger. But the momentum has been growing. And Thomas Tuchel has said in the press conference that he's starting to become more and more reliable. So, yeah, it's not a surprise. Ishan, I want to read out this particular comment from Sai. These Joao Felix and Renan Lodi are shining bright against United. I'm liking these two players even more watching them play. I mean, obviously, this watch along, there's a lot of focus on Joao Felix, and Joao Felix have been doing really, really well. I'm liking his movement, and we know he's a very good player. But Renan Lodi is one from that left side. He is looking very, very good. I mean, Ishan, I'm not sure if you've been concentrating too much on Lodi.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Renan Lodi?
No, he looks sharp, and he looks like a sharp and a smart player as well. He knows, and he's perceiving actually what is the next steps. That's really important, and that's very important, especially in counter attacking teams like Atletico Madrid. You know what I mean? So he's like a spearhead of and he's taking the responsibility to actually make that transition. So man, and Joao Felix as well, man. He's got that spark in his run. The
Yeah.
defenders are finding it so difficult to catch him. It's so difficult to man mark a player like Joao Felix.
No, 100%, 100%. Mr. Rich, who do Chelsea want in the next round? Interesting. I mean, first of all, we have to Atletico Madrid in a counter 3v4, 3v4. Oh, that's poor selection there from
What did he do? Such a poor touch.
That's a poor touch. Who do Chelsea want in the next round? I mean, firstly, Mr. Rich, we have to go through Lille. I mean, we are quite positive that we're going to do that job. We looked very, very good yesterday, and it seems like a mountainous job for Lille to do any sort of damage, even at home. Who do I want next up? I want a team that's going to come at us. I think we do better against those sort of teams. I don't like a team that's going to sit back on us, because then we're really going to have to force the play. I wouldn't mind taking up Ishan. Who comes in your mind, bro? I wouldn't mind taking Ajax, perhaps. I'd like Chelsea versus Ajax next up.
Wow, you're lighting things up, man. Maybe not Ajax. Maybe I would go with Bayern Munich.
Oh, that's
No, just
you
kidding.
know what?
I
I'm
don't
not
think
scared though, Ishan. I'm not scared. Like, I feel like defensively we're very solid, and we like a team that comes at us because we can catch them out.
Yeah. No, I think so. It'll be interesting to see if Villarreal goes ahead. You know what I mean? And who goes ahead? If Atletico Madrid as well goes ahead, that might be an interesting case as well. So I think so. We'll have to see first how the results pan out. If Juventus goes ahead, that also might be an interesting
I'd
tie.
love to spank
Ajax as
Juventus
well.
one more time, bro. Turn them inside out.
No, 100%. We'll have to see who are the teams who go ahead first, and then make a decision definitely. But then you know what, Miss? I think so. Last time we had Porto in the quarters.
Yeah.
This time I don't think so. We'll have that level of Porto kind of level of team. I think so. The competition is going to be harder than this time.
Well, there's a lot of difficult teams. I don't think there's a Porto level kind of team that seems to be able to go through to the next. It depends on what happens between Villarreal and Juventus. That could be that Porto sort of scenario.
Yeah.
I guess even Atletico Madrid and Man United, both the teams are not. Yeah, Atletico Madrid looks pretty good today, obviously, but it should be a team that we should be able to negotiate, and even Man United as well. Yeah, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not too concerned. We'll see what happens, who we want next up. But Anyone besides maybe Man City? Can we draw English teams, Ishan, from next round?
No, in quarterfinals you cannot draw English teams.
Are you sure? In the
Yeah,
second
I
round you
think so.
can't, but I think from quarterfinals you can maybe.
Do can you? I don't. Maybe the last time we did not consider English teams. English teams was not considered. You can't draw English teams.
Live
We
chat, let
had
us
the
know.
we had the probability of getting Liverpool and Man City, but they were chucked out from the whole pot.
Oh, is that right? Is that right? Live chat, let us know. Yeah, that's a good point actually, Sean. Yeah, because Liverpool and Man City played someone else. So yeah, which would then mean, so if Liverpool and Man City are not there, there's 8 teams, so it would be possibility between 5 different teams. So Kobina, we can draw City in quarterfinals. No, we can. Yeah, Pranav is saying we can draw English teams, bro. Oh, almost hit the post.
Oh my
Atletico
god!
Madrid there. Oh my god. Atletico Madrid so close. Look at Marcus Rashford, just one man press. That's so silly. That's so dumb. That is so stupid, ladies and gentlemen. Did you just see Marcus Rashford just run up like a crazy animal trying to chase that down? What sort of a press is that, man?
So Miz, out of Salzburg and Bayern, although it's 1-1, but you definitely expect Bayern to go ahead, right? Here you'll see another game. You'll see Man City go ahead. Another game you'll see Ajax go ahead. Chelsea might go ahead from here. Out of PSG and Real Madrid, let's just assume the fact that PSG
I
will
think it
go
might be
through.
PSG, yeah.
Yeah, Inter Milan, Liverpool, definitely Liverpool's going
Liverpool,
through.
yep.
Juventus Villarreal, it's going to be interesting, but let's just consider Juventus for the
Yep.
timing. Atletico Madrid and Man United, it's going to be interesting, but let's consider Atletico Madrid. So
Yep.
the bottom line is this was the last easiest game. Lille was the last easiest opponent for the season. You're not going to get any other easy opponent than this,
No,
comparatively to
you're
the
right,
last
man.
season.
After this, no more easy stuff. Lille is it. And Lille, I don't even consider them as easy, to be honest. They've played very well, actually.
Yeah,
Very well
yeah.
drill team. They pressed impressively. Um, so I don't consider them as an easy beat. Chelsea are different animal in cup games with when both sides have to go for the win. Kepa is fantastic in penalty saves, so teams want to win in normal time. 100% agreed. Big up Miz and Ishan Kobina. Good to see you, my man. So I back Villarreal because Juventus are shambles. Ishan and Miz. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Vlahovic is very very interesting scenario. By the way, that cross that hit the post, was that from Lodi as well, that cross, ladies and gentlemen? Please confirm if that cross was from Lodi. I think that was. I mean, Ishan, why are we looking for a left wing back? And as you can see, Atletico
Yeah.
Madrid plays with the back 3, Lodi as that left wing back.
Yeah.
We should be considered, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, half-time, Atletico Madrid versus Man United 1-0. I mean, Ishan, Lodi as a left wing back option? How come we're not considering that?
I'm not sure, man. What are our scouts doing, man?
But our
But
scouts are just. I don't want to say. I better be quiet. I might be in trouble.
I prefer not to speak.
But
But
yeah,
I think
man.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, go on, bro.
What Kobina is saying here, I think so. Agree with that. Firsthand, maybe
Yes.
Cucurella might be a proven left wing back option
Yep. Yep.
comparatively to Lodi. I really, although he looks like a very promising prospect, but I still can't vouch on that. You know what I mean? I still believe that Cucurella is more of a reliable option and a
100%.
very good, very good, uh, you know, very good Premier League proven player.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't go past Cucurella at the moment as well. As much as Lodi is a good option as well, but we should be going for the best of the best. And I feel like Cucurella is one of the best, if not the best, in the Premier League at the moment from the left side. So I'm happy if we can get Cucurella. Miz, we need a DOF before getting any players, Miz. Yeah, look, I don't know, man. I'm a bit concerned. Yeah, I definitely want a DOF. I really do. But how they're going to manage to work with our hierarchy, I'm not quite certain, because the way we operate, we don't tend to give too much power away to anyone. We tend to keep the power. Um, and I feel like if you're going to bring a director of football, you need to give that director of football a lot of power to go out there, scout, and recommend. And if we're not listening to the recommendation because they may be, we are looking for a good deal all the time, um, or we're very, very difficult when it comes to doing financial deals, then it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, director of football can recommend XYZ players, and if our board is consistently screwing up, like last season, we should have got Kunde, but we didn't end up getting him. And that could be due to what Sevilla was doing and whatnot. And then obviously the whole Romelu Lukaku situation, 100 million. No one really been thinking as to what's going on there. I mean, Ishan, what's your thoughts on director of football? Do you think bringing a director of football, can they work with someone like Marino? You're on mute, bro.
I'm sorry. I was saying that it's going to be difficult, man. It's really it's really difficult to come to a conclusion at this point of time, because it's so early, and we were just in the process of, let's say, thinking of implementing it. We haven't we've never appointed a personnel in this sort of position, have we? It's always been Marina taking care of things,
Mm.
and it's been technical advisory, like a Peter Check, who's taking care of other things and stuff. We've got scouts doing the things, not doing the things, maybe not that perfectly, but still. But then it definitely adds up manpower to hold certain authority. And like, I think so you said, the point you said, Miss, is really important, because once someone with that figure, with that authority comes in your organization, maybe you'll definitely have to give powers to him, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
huge decision making powers. And it would something be like, once he makes that decision, it cannot be nullified by Marina, you know what I mean.
Mm,
And
mm,
that
mm.
that should hold a huge amount of authority. And I don't think so that's going to be the case, but it is what it is, man. I just hope it, even if we appoint someone like that, I just hope that we don't we don't have conflicts within our management and within our
I'm
board, you know what
worried
I
we
mean?
will, and then that person will just leave. They'll be like, "Well, I can't
Yeah,
work like this." Do you know what I mean?
yeah, no, 100%.
Shubajoti, Roy, Felix, Lukaku swap. Yes, I don't mind that one bit, but whether that happens, we'll see. I can imagine Felix playing with Kai Havertz in and around him. Um, yeah, how we get rid of Lukaku, I'm not really sure. Can we get him to fire? I'm not really sure. We're in a bit of a mess. We're in a bit of a mess. Let's have a look at what else people are saying. Pranav is saying, how much would Cucurella cost for us, though? He costs Brighton 16 to 17 million. I think the last I heard, he would cost somewhere around 40 million, 30 to 40 million, yeah, as Sai is saying here. And I think that's decent business, man, to be honest, if I'm being truthful about this situation. Kabina saying Dybala, halftime Burnley. Oh my God, Ishan, look at this. Halftime Burnley 0.1700, Spurs 0.14. It's
Oh
the
my
history of. Look
god.
at the, oh my God, expected goals, man. That game must be so boring, man.
Oh
It's
my
quite
god.
incredible.
It's gonna be sleep fest.
It is going to be a sleep fest. Pranav, with 4 years left on his contract, also, would Chelsea pay that amount, considering Chile was 50 million signing too? I think Chelsea would. Yeah, I get that 4 years as a long term left for Brighton, but we've seen that kind of stuff happen previously. So when you notice a player like Cucurella who's just a bit too good, you need to snap him up. You need to snap him up. And because if you don't snap him up, I'm telling you right now, Liverpool, Man City will be looking at a player like him. They would. Um, he's so energetic, so full of confidence on the left side. A player like him is not going to be playing for Brighton for too long. Yeah, anywhere between 30 to 40 million is a deal. 40 million, I think we'll probably get the deal done, man. XG needs to be scrapped. Kobina Mitrovic breaks championship record, 32 league goals. But I think that's Mitrovic's level. He doesn't seem to do that in the Premier League. Would you agree, Ishan? Like Mitrovic, that's his level, championship?
Oh, 110, 20, 30, 500%. Oh, let's not get carried away by this championship goal record. Before Mitrovic, it was Ivan Toney who had hold the record for most goals in championship. So which team Ivan Toney is playing for? Liverpool, Man City, still Brentford, right? So that's the level. That there is a difference between champion scoring in championship and Premier League. When it comes to Premier League, oh my God, it's a different animal. Premier League is a different animal. You really have to be the best, probably best in the world to really
We've
survive.
seen Mitrovic in the Premier League as well. Not that good when Fulham was there. Was it last season or the season before? Something like that.
Man cries for penalties to just get his goal tally off the mark. You know what I mean?
100%. Abdul Razak, thank you so much for joining, my man. Good to see you in the live chat. Hey guys, Man United looked so poor. They didn't expect the press from Atletico Madrid. A traditional back three would help take Rashi off, bring Dalit. Yeah, I mean, how do you now, I suppose, play against this Atletico Madrid team that, as Ishan so rightly said, they'll probably sit back, counter, three at the back, and they're countering with a lot of pace as well. What does Man United do in order to break them open? You just have to move the ball a lot quicker, man. You need to move the ball a lot quicker. You need to be very precise with your passing. Man United has been giving away the ball very cheaply from what I saw in the first half. And there seems to be no coordination between Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho. To be honest, I didn't even see Jadon Sancho. Ishan, did you see Jadon Sancho in that first half at all for Man United?
Is he there in the squad today? No, I literally don't know.
Yeah, he's playing, bro. He's playing.
My days, he's been ghosting. He's
another player that is on ghost mode, ladies and gentlemen. I only saw Cristiano Ronaldo, but a lot of them was this. This is the movement that Cristiano Ronaldo was doing, much like Romelu Lukaku. Bruno Fernandes, Rashford just running wild. It's so disoriented, man. I mean, Ishan, are you surprised that Ralph Ragnick, I know it's early days, but in these initial stages, he hasn't been able to get some form of identity in the team. It seems Man United's very clueless. They're like a headless chicken just running around everywhere.
Yeah, and I think so. It's not about Ralph Ragnick alone. I think so. I really don't know who's gonna come and fix this thing. It's so difficult to bring that chemistry in this team where you have a specific target man like a Ronaldo in the team where he might not press or not move, not be that much dynamic up front, where he acts like a target man, but your other team really does not envy that kind of gameplay. So I really don't know how you're gonna bring that whole team chemistry into one plate. That's the biggest challenge for Man United. They might get few games here and there just because of the individual brilliance. Guys, listen, Man United might be winning games, and let's not get carried away. No Ralph Ragnick magic, no, none of that nonsense. It's because of those individual brilliance that they have.
Basically, they could do without a manager. Without a manager, they would still operate the
Exactly.
same way.
100%, very well said. Without a manager, if those guys go out and just run around like a headless chicken, they might get goals here and there. And that's exactly what Man United have been playing, and I really don't know how these deluded Man United fans come up, and then just after one win, they start howling about Ralph Ragnick, saying he's a good manager, he needs respect. This, that, absolutely not. You read at the you read the team list, you read the squad list, and read the amount of big names that you'll actually utter at that point of time. You'll know that there is high level of individual brilliance in that team, and those individual brilliance are sometimes just more than enough to win you games, and that's exactly what they've been doing for the past few games that they've won. Or else I don't see that cohesion anytime in Man United. Even if they would have been leading in this game at halftime, I still wouldn't have been very much confident, and then very much agreeing to the fact that their chemistry is back.
No, you're right, bro. And this is why I'm so much appreciative of Thomas Tuchel. He came in and he changed us immediately. Immediately, he changed us. Back three, solid in defense, and then we went from there. So much respect to Thomas Tuchel, the way he's changed us and got the best out of us so quickly. And obviously, we ended up winning the Champions League. Ladies and gentlemen, the inevitable has happened. As we were expecting. Burnley
Wow.
scores 1-0 Spurs. Ben Mee. This is classic Sean Dyche. He's doing the return. I mean, Burnley is on a madness. They won not that long ago 3-0, I believe, away from home. I can't remember who they beat.
Ladies and gentlemen in the live chat, all of you guys who were with me in the last watch along against Man City, what did I tell you? What did I tell you guys? Look at the scores now. Look at the scores now.
This is incredible. And Burnley, ladies and gentlemen, is now doing a comeback. They've got a lot of games in hand. And after this match, they could only be 3 points behind Leeds. And Leeds are getting a battering. And if Burnley ends up winning this, because I remember they beat someone 3-0 last week, was very, very comprehensive, impressive victory. I can't remember who they beat, but they beat someone 3-0. I think it was Brighton they beat 3-0. Burnley, Sean Dyche is doing a madness. They've got 2 games in hand with Leeds. Leeds could be in trouble. Everton, oh my God, Ishan.
But Miz, I would still want and actually wish Newcastle to get relegated. You know what I mean? All those
I would
oil
love
money
it, but I can't see it happening.
going
bro.
into the championship. Yeah.
I can't see it happening now. Newcastle's in a bit of a madness at the moment. But Ishan, let's talk a little bit about Everton, bro.
Yeah.
I think Frank Lampard's going to get relegated, man, and this will probably be the end for his managerial career. What's your thoughts?
Oh my God, Miss, just try to analyze the fact that a club like Everton, who's never been relegated in their
Ever
history,
in the history.
in their history,
Oh my
since
God, Frank
since
Lampard.
listen, since Premier League started, you know what I mean? This Premiership started, Everton's been probably one of the only teams who've been consistently playing without, missing even a single season. Imagine Frank Lampard getting this team relegated. Oh my goodness me, that would be absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
anything is possible. Look at that. Look at the teams. Look at the bottom 6 teams. You know what I mean? Bottom 6 teams. Anything is possible at this point of
Yeah,
time.
bro.
Definitely, you would say Norwich and Watford is definitely getting
Maybe even
relegated,
Aston Villa,
right?
man, 27 points. I don't know if they're safe, bro. 27 points.
But I think so.
Leicester, 27
Gerard's
points.
not. I think so. Gerard is still. Is he's gonna do good. He's gonna come back. At
Yeah,
least
yeah.
for sure, not relegation, right? For sure, not relegation. But Everton, you never know. Newcastle, they're picking
Norwich
up,
is
but
dead,
you
though.
never know.
Norwich is gone. Norwich is dead.
Yeah, Norwich and Watford should be gone. But the competition here is between straightforward competition is between Burnley, Newcastle, Everton, Leeds. You know what I mean?
Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. You know what, Ishan? I feel like in the coming days we may need to do a relegation battle watch along. I think that might be very exciting as well. Not only just watch along for Chelsea matches and other blockbuster matches, but I think
Look.
relegation battle is going to be.
Yeah, look
Here we
at
go,
this.
Sai Krishna. Gerard versus Lampard for saving their team against relegation.
We
That's
might
gonna
do
be
that
good.
watch along. We might do that watch along.
We might do that watch along. We will. I think it's going to be quite exciting, if I'm being absolutely honest. Ladies and gentlemen, second half has started for Man United versus Atletico Madrid. We will keep in touch with these live scores as well. It is a mad day of football as we speak. Brentford are falling too. Yes, yes, yes. Frank has to retire management to learn defensive tactics. I agree, Jeff. I really do. I feel like Frank. Look, do you know what? Let's just have a quick discussion about this now that I've got Ishan here as well. Ishan, I have to be honest. I love Frank Lampard. I really do. But I love him
Yeah.
as a player, and I respect what he's done for us in the first season. I have to be honest though. I really don't think Frank Lampard's a manager, man. Like, I rather him a pundit. I thought he was a fantastic pundit when he was doing
Yeah.
the punditry for BT Sports, I believe. I
Yeah.
thought his knowledge and his insight was brilliant. Do you
Yeah.
think he's a manager or he's more of a pundit?
Even I think so. He's a better pundit than a manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also his roadmap of managerialship is not convincing at all.
Yeah.
At all, it's not convincing.
Yeah.
What did he do? An unfinished business at Derby,
Derby. Yeah.
jumping all the way from an unfinished business in Derby,
Yeah.
and that also his debut team as a manager,
Yeah.
jumping straight into Chelsea Football Club's managerial position.
Incredible.
That is
Incredible.
that is injustice, and still, fingers crossed, he did very well in the in his first year, and I think so. That should have been it. You know what I mean? That should have been it. He should have realized it himself, miss. That listen, you were you've not even fulfilled or did your job against championship side, with Derby. You could not do your job there. Do you expect you're gonna do something with Chelsea in a Champions League, in a Champions League
Yeah, it's
season?
crazy.
It's
Crazy.
it's mad. Yeah, I'm not saying that maybe now realizing everything, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have taken this Chelsea job. Maybe he shouldn't. But even if he did, maybe he should have left it after the first year. Continuing it for the second year, that was injustice, man. He shouldn't have done that.
No, you're right, man. Maybe he should have been humble enough to just say, you know what, I've done my part in the first season.
Yeah.
Got Chelsea into top four in a transfer ban season. I'll let another manager take over now.
You know what?
And
Even JT might be a proper. You might have a proper experience, or let's say the certificates or the courses of managerialship than Lampard. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I
and
mean,
look at Gerard as well. Why I'm saying that Gerard is a better manager, because the roadmap that Gerard had is
yeah,
more
it's far better.
convincing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the
Gerard
development is.
brought back Rangers when Celtic was dominating. Like he actually took over.
Miss Gerard is undefeated in Scottish League.
Oh, really? Hasn't
Gerard is
lost?
none, undefeated,
What? How many
invincible
seasons?
season, invincible season. I had the season which Rangers won,
Yeah.
invincible season, zero
Wow, I
losses,
had no idea.
zero losses. That was Steven Gerrard for you.
Yeah, interesting, man. Bruno Fernandes, ladies and gentlemen, with a lovely cross that's gone to row Z. Um, let's talk a little bit about Bruno Fernandes. I feel like we don't talk too much about this particular player. Obviously, we don't get the opportunity. Ishan, I feel like this guy. I don't like to use the word fraud too often with players. I
Yeah.
feel like Bruno Fernandes is a top-notch, high-calibrated fraud. He's up there, bro. He's creme de la creme when it comes to fraudulent activities. I mean, Ishan, I've never seen him do well in a high-profile game. Every
Oh my
time
God.
Man United plays a top game,
I
this
thought you
guy
were gonna
brings.
praise him, man.
He is a top-notch, world-class
Oh my
fraudulent
God.
activity player. A world-class. I've
Oh my
never seen him
days.
step up in a big game, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking,
Yeah.
thoughts
Oh
on
my days.
Bruno
You're
Fernandes,
right.
bro?
You're right, man. You're right. I mean, his numbers and his stats are so deceiving, isn't it? But
Oh,
is he an actual match winner? Maybe
he's the
not.
one I hate stats. All the people that talk about stats, This is why
Yeah.
people like Bruno Fernandes and his fraudulent activities.
Fraudulent activity. His stat is his fraudulent activity. You know what I mean? It's so deceiving. It's so deceiving. He might score like 3 goals, 4 goals again against a Burnley or a Watford. You know what? And when it comes to big games, a final, maybe he's never played a final, or has he? Or just
He has
one Europa League
Europa
final.
League, and then even that
Euro-
he did fraudulent
he
activity
came
there
up
as
with
well against Villarreal.
he came up with fraudulent activity. Oh my god! Yeah, look at that, man. That is that, and the audacity of Man United fans to compare him with Frank Lampard. That is
Disgusting. Who are
mad.
they? Name them right now. We shall try and seek them out and try and eliminate them.
Oh my days! Look at that, man.
Disgusting, bro.
And these things will come back. I mean, miss, listen, Man United might be losing today. If God forbid, if Bruno Fernandes comes back with a brace in any game, again, oh, he's better than Gerard. Oh, he's better than Lampard. Are you mad? Are you out of your freaking minds? You know what I mean? Do you even know the name, the aura of the names that you're uttering? Do you know
My
how
God.
big of players these both
My
players
God.
were? Gerard and Lampard, and then Bruno Fernandes. You know
I
what I
get the
mean?
feeling the new age fans, Ishan, they
Yeah.
watch stats more than they watch football.
Oh,
I think
exactly, man.
they just look at the Excel spreadsheet and they look at stats. They're not watching game. After 90
So
minutes, they're
switchy.
just reading the stats.
Oh my days, yeah. You know what, and I feel sorry for these kind of fans, these young fans who did not have the privilege to watch players like Lampard, Gerrard, Paul
Yeah.
Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Xavi,
Bro,
Iniesta.
some people disrespect Henri. Henri!
Oh my God,
Have you
look at
guys
that.
watched Henri? I know rivalries aside, I know he's an Arsenal player, but I kid you not, growing up when I was a kid, and I'm sure Ishan will tell you the same thing, Thierry Henry was the shit, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
listen, I've told it straight away. He is the greatest striker to ever grace the Premier League.
Yeah.
As simple as that. As simple as that. There's no two ways about it. Miss, I've met those Pikachu's, who come out and say that, you know, Ronaldinho can just dribble and do nothing else. They've not
Oh,
watched football. Man saying Ronaldinho can do nothing else but
they're busy
dribble.
on the Excel spreadsheet doing stats, bro.
My
Disgusting
God,
attitude.
man. It's
Disgusting,
mad.
bro.
Whenever you hear these kind of stuff, it's like just it's better to stay away from it instead of argue. You know what I mean?
No, you're right, bro. I mean, I find it so mad when I see comments like that. Yeah. Kobina is saying, would you take Bruno at Chelsea? No way. To do what? Like, he's going to go missing every time. He's like, he'll be on fraud watch. He'll be in the most
Yes, to
wanted.
do what?
Yeah, he'll be on the fraud watch list, you know? No, thank you.
So
Thank you.
who are the players you take from Man United currently? Let's put it that way.
Do you know what? I know a lot of the live chat will hate me on this. I don't want this player anymore. But there was a time this season I probably would have liked Greenwood, as an up and coming. But now I
Yeah,
don't want that player because of
yeah.
reasons known. Um, but Mason Greenwood,
Now,
he
apart from
killed his
Greenwood,
career. He killed his career. I mean, Ishan, he
let's
was a
just
top talent there, bro.
yeah, he was, but let's just omit that option from
Okay,
the list,
let's
and then
omit
we'll
that option. In that case, oh my God, who would I take from Man United? Even Jadon Sancho looks a bit strange. Um, I don't know, bro. I don't think maybe Juan Mata as a as a bench
Oh
player.
my God.
As a bench player. I don't know, bro. I don't think I'd take anyone from that team. A lot of people are saying Pogba. I'll tell you why I wouldn't take Pogba, and I want to hear what Ishan has to say about this as well,
Yeah.
and the live chat. I did a video recently. I know Pogba is an impressive talent, but
Yeah,
I feel like Pogba has too much attention on him, social media attention, and the journalists, they already have so much fun with us. They will have too much fun with a player like Pogba coming into Chelsea. And he has a tendency of becoming too big for the club. And I don't want
yeah,
that. I just don't want that. I understand the talent, but football is not just about talent, it's about balance as well. So
yeah.
for me, that's why I don't want Pogba. Look at what Pogba did in Euros with France. It's just not just Pogba, but all of his teammates. Look at all the drama he's had with Jose Mourinho. Look at parts of drama he had with Ole as well. I mean, Ishan, would you entertain someone like Pogba?
No, even I won't, man. But yeah, I think so. Why people are saying that? Uh, I think so. This point which Kobina is making, this tempts people a lot. To see the
Yeah,
combination between Kante and Pogba.
yeah.
That's the only tempting factor here. But then I think so. I agree with you, Miss. I would rather you know go ahead with the likes of Kovacic itself. Kovacic and Kante rather than a uh, you know
Mm-hmm.
uh, a player like Pogba. Definitely, listen, let's not get carried away. He is a fantastic player. He's a top talent, and on his day, he plays like the best midfielder in the world. But then again, the points that you made is so valid, man. He acts like he's a bigger entity than a club, which is never right.
No, 100%, bro. Look at this comment from Sackable Offense. Tuchel will make Pogba a serious player. He's in kindergarten right now. Things will be different in Chelsea. He's in kindergarten right now.
I think so. There is some weight on this comment. When
There
Pogba
is.
was
There
there,
actually is.
in Juventus, he was a beast, man. And
Yeah.
since he came to Man United, it he's never got that sort of manager that he would wish to. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He got a Mourinho, but he had his brawls going on with Mourinho. Then
Yeah.
then came Ole, or then came uh, Moyes as well. He played under Moyes as well, but he
Did he play under
did.
Moyes? Moyes was
Yeah,
right
he
after
did,
Sir
right?
Alex Ferguson. Did he play under Moyes? Ladies and gentlemen in the live chat, let us know.
Let
I think he
us know.
might have
Let
been.
us know
He
if you
played
do.
under Van Gaal, maybe. I think he played under Van Gaal.
Yeah, I think so. He played under Van Gaal, but again, Van Gaal also did not suit his style. You know what I mean? And Ole definitely is not the man to bring the best out of Pogba. And now again, Ralph Ragnick does not look like. But then still, this season, early on this season, it was like he was ripping things apart with his SS. But then again, yeah, I mean, I think so. I agree to sackable offenses comment. I think so. A Pogba with a good manager, and not just probably not just good manager, but then a manager who actually naturally plays the way Pogba wants to play. If that technicality is married between the Pogba and the manager, I think so Pogba becomes a different beast. But then you gotta find a different team for that.
Yeah, no, 100%, man, 100%. It is a good point. I mean, there's just so much. Oh, Joao Felix is doing so well, man. Honestly, he's just drawn another foul and he's got Lindelof on a yellow, running amok on that left side. Joao Felix, top player, top player. But yeah,
Crystal Palace 3, miss.
Crystal Palace 3. Let's have a look at some of the live scores right now. Crystal Palace 3. What's going on?
Wilfred Zaha scored.
Wilfred Zaha. I don't have him in my team.
Liverpool stopped at 3-0. Come on, man, we want more.
Yeah, what's going on, Liverpool? Don't hold back now. Go at it. Maybe they feel embarrassed for Leeds. Maybe they don't want to embarrass them.
Come on.
Bro, Sean Dyche is gonna do it, isn't he? Sean Dyche is
Yeah,
gonna do it.
Spurs are gonna get Shondiced. Oh, that was a good chance, miss.
Oh, I
For
missed it.
Atletico.
Focusing
Shots
too
blocked.
much on this. All right, good defending there. By the way, has Man United had any chance? I don't recall them having any proper chances, bro.
Let's look at what the stats has to say, miss. It's
Let's
up
get
there
this
on your
Excel
screen.
spreadsheet out.
Excel spreadsheet.
Let's have a look at the summary stats. Let's have a look at stats. Shots on target, Atletico Madrid 1-0. Well, there you go. There's no shots on target, man,
What?
from Man United.
Just 3 shots and none on target, and it's
Yeah.
like 1 hour down. Wow.
Yeah, they're playing rubbish. And again, very well done from Joao Felix drawing another foul. The man is on fire. I'm very surprised with. I'm not surprised, but I don't know what to say. You have a victory against Man City, and then you lose. Most
Oh my
likely, they're
God.
going to lose this
Look at
1-0.
what Pranav says. Oh,
For
yes, it
one.
is. My
Wow,
days.
wow.
Wilfred Zaha with a brace within 5 minutes.
Absolutely demolishing Watford now.
Just check who's got the SS. Maybe Gallagher got a couple of more.
Yeah, let's check. Let us know live chat who got the assist. Maybe Gallagher another assist.
Let me check it quickly.
Yeah, interesting. I'm looking at this one. I mean, Ishan, Tottenham. What do you have to say about Antonio Conte? I mean, he does a madness against City, but
Yeah.
again, most likely going to lose this. We'll see how this goes. This is a joke, man. I don't know if Antonio Conte is going to last over there, bro.
Yeah, man. Look, it's difficult, isn't it? And then also, if Antonio Conte does not get what he wants and puts up performances like this, it's a shame to himself, isn't it? It's kind of a degradation in self prestige. You know what I mean? In Conte himself, So why would he entertain to try hard to improve a team which does not look right from its core? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That Spurs is, and you will not get always. That's why Premier League is a different gravy, man. You might come out and then beat Man City because you're actually getting fed by what Man City the way they play. But when it comes to Burnley, it's the exact opposite to what you want as a team. It's difficult, man. This is a reality check for Spurs, and then there you go. It's
Massive reality check. Massive reality. I'm just waiting for this game to end. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Burnley has won. 1-0. It's been confirmed. Very, very interesting. And we shall go back to our match over here. Atletico Madrid versus Man United. We have the fraud lining up a free kick. Let's see what the fraud does. Fraud whips it in. Fernandes. That's his new name, Fernandes.
Fernandes.
Advait, Man United can't handle their physicality, bro. The La Liga level physicality, yeah. Do you know what? Atletico Madrid is probably one of the most, someone's about to go, bro. Someone's finished. Someone going to get a
Fights
yellow. Okay, yellow.
Fights happening or what?
Looks like a nasty tackle, man.
Who did
Marcus
that?
Rashford, yellow card.
Trashford.
Oh, my God. That's
How
disgusting
how
tackle.
trash is Trashford, miss?
He is, though.
I mean-
He's very trashy. He's very trashy. He's trashy. Marcus Trashy. He's very, very trashful.
I mean,
Yeah.
even Man United fans just are just fed up of this guy. He
He's
does
another
not-
one of those players, bro. Too much focus on outside of football. Like he's doing all this stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
I appreciate what he's doing.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know whether that sort of derailed his
But
thought process.
the thing is, as a footballer, you'll get a lot of time to do that after you've done things with football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why
Once
not
you
consider-
retire and things like that, or I don't know, maybe off season you can do things like that. I appreciate what he's doing. Don't get me wrong; it's fantastic what he's doing, but I don't know whether he's being able to think about football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great Ehin, would you take Zaha at Chelsea? Nah, bro. Zaha's days are
No
over,
way.
man. His days are over. No way would be taking him. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 50 people. We've actually had a very, very good turnout for this particular watch along. I've just checked already nearly 2.5K views. on this for a non-Chelsea match, which is fantastic. And you guys have been enjoying Ishan's telecast as well when he covers the non-Chelsea ones as well. As we've said, we want to try and cover as many non-Chelsea matches as we can. Try and build this channel to not just be Chelsea focused, yes, but also have focus on other clubs, players that we are linked with. Focusing on them. I want to do a lot more West Ham matches so we can see Declan Rice,
Yes, Mane scored. Liverpool
Sadio
4-0.
Mane.
Sadio Mane scored. Liverpool 4-0.
But who assist? Tell me. Henderson. Jordan Henderson with
Yeah,
the assist.
Henderson misses.
Sadio Mane scores. It is what it is. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the whole idea is we want to build this to many, many different watch-alongs, cover a lot of players, maybe we might do a Rafinha watch. We might do, obviously, Declan Rice watch, a Tchouaméni watch, with Monaco. Many, as we've already talked about, a relegation battle watch. That's going to be quite exciting, which would be very, very interesting. Kobina, Chelsea streams are too stressful. Kobina saying, liking the relaxed streams. Love it, my man. Thank you so much. CFC for live. Big up to you guys. Much appreciated. Joao Felix scored in the 7th minute to mock Ronaldo. 7th
Or
minute,
maybe mock Lukaku as well with the 7 touches.
Yeah, maybe. Oh no, Ishan. With the salt. 7 touches. Ladies and gentlemen, here's another stat for you. Straight from the Excel spreadsheet. Live cooking, right away. Lukaku, 7 touches for the entire match. Kai Havertz, 8 touches in the first 14 match against Lille. 8 touches in the first 14 minutes. So incredible work rate. Look, then again, Kai Havertz didn't have to do much to beat 7 touches.
Kai Havertz was amazing. He was playing sometimes he was dropping down into the left back, right back position, man, for the defensive
100%.
duties.
100%. His work rate was immense, bro. The way he was dropping deep. You're right, bro. You're absolutely right. Shubhajyoti Roy, fraud watch. Yes, fraud watch. Perhaps some fraud watch as well. All the players that we think that are fraud. Man United's in, but going nowhere. Advait, La Liga watch. Let's do it, boys. Yeah, Ishan, are you down for some La Liga matches, bro?
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. We can do La Liga as well. El Clasico is coming up apparently, so definitely gonna cover that. And Advait should be there with us for the El Clasico, at least for the El Clasico.
Yeah, Advait, 100%. Let's start covering some La Liga matches. Let's keep in touch very soon. This weekend, let's do a La Liga match. If you're free as well, Advait, if you're free. Yeah. We can do Kunde watch, Sevilla, as Kobina is saying, Kunde watch. It will just allow us to learn a lot more about these players, and as a channel we can grow as well. So I think this will be fantastic.
The only risk is, the only risk factor is a match not turning out to be exciting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's more like listen, and I've experienced that with this PSG versus Real Madrid match, that this Champions League match, which PSG apparently won 1-0. Mbappe coming up with a clutch goal in the last minute, or else the whole match was dead, man. It was so boring. I was like, mate, if Mbappe did not score in the final,
he would have fallen asleep.
Oh my god, it would have been a dreadful game. All time would have been wasted. But that's a risk there, but it's fine, man.
It is. There is a risk for that. There is a risk for that. You're right, bro. But it is what it is, man. What can we do? Yeah, Sai Krishna, I'm probably going to do this tomorrow. Barcelona versus Napoli. I do want to see Dembele and obviously Osimhen as well. So do look out for a watch along, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, I want to cover up. It depends when that match is, though. If it's too early, my time, I may not. But if it's like this time, UK 8 p.m., I'll probably cover it. But we'll see what happens there. But you're right.
That was a good match, though. I had watched. We did not do a watch along for this, but I had to watch that match, Barcelona versus Napoli, the first leg. That match was good.
Was it a good match? Yeah, Ishan?
Yes, it was a good match. Napoli were turning over Barcelona for like 60, 70 minutes. Ferran Torres apparently got a goal, and then Barcelona, pushed a lot in the final minutes. But it was a good game.
I want to watch a little bit more of Barcelona as well.
Yeah.
Especially players like Gavi. Apparently, we were linked with him. Oh, the overhead kick. Gavi is one I want to see how he plays. Pedri as well. Advaid, if you're interested, bro, Barcelona match, let us know. Maybe we can see if we can actually do something together. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Atletico Madrid won, Man United won. Man United has been so poor.
What do you mean by one? Zero.
Sorry. Atletico Madrid won, Man United nil. Sorry about that. I'm being generous. I'm giving Man United a go, just to make this thing a little bit more exciting. But they've been so poor. I mean, Ishan, are you worried at all about Man United in the Premier League that maybe they could catch us?
They're close, isn't it? But I think so. Comparatively, now worried more of Arsenal comparatively to Man United. Because if you just go back to the Premier League table and calculate the points, now if Arsenal, whatever games they have in their hand, if they win all of them, they're just 2 points below us. You know what I mean? So that's a concern. That's a concern. I don't think so. Man United should be a concern at this point of time. Definitely, there's a huge, competition between United, West Ham, Arsenal. Spurs are definitely
It's
out of
it's
that
juicing
competition
up,
now.
isn't it, Ishan? That fourth spot. Wolves,
And you know
don't
what?
disregard Wolves, bro. By the way,
Wolves as well.
tomorrow, Arsenal Wolves. I would have loved to cover that. That's going to be a big one, Ishan, for top four race as well.
But what are you gonna cover? Arsenal, Wolves, or Barcelona, Napoli?
Yeah, bro. It's difficult. It's difficult. Ishan, can you find out when Barcelona Napoli is UK time, please?
Yeah, let me do that.
Atletico Madrid hopefully can get another goal here, ladies and gentlemen. Goes out for a corner, I believe. Yeah. How did Palace score four with an XG of 0.74? Outperforming their XG big time.
Yeah, it's
Shubhajyoti
eight.
Tillman watch.
It's
Yes.
UK 8 p.m.
Barcelona versus Napoli.
Yeah,
All
8
right,
p.m.
ladies and
UK.
gentlemen. Confirmed today. Barcelona Napoli watch-along happening tomorrow. UK PM. And I think it's the same time, Arsenal Wolves, right? So I can't cover both.
Let me check that as well.
I mean, we can do the live score, but
Yeah. Oh my God, exactly the same time.
I guess we can do the live score, at least.
Yeah.
Ishan, let me know if you're keen. And Advaid as well, if you're still in the watch along, let me know if you're keen with the Barcelona versus Napoli watch along tomorrow. Let's have a look at Dembele. Let's have a look at Oshiman. Let's have a look at Gavi. You keen to do this tomorrow, Ishan?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. Just like I did today. I was not meant to do this. You know what I mean?
I
I was.
kept you, bro. I'm keeping you. Once you're here, you're gonna stay. That's it.
Yeah,
Don't worry
I
about
mean,
work, bro. Work will understand.
work will fall into its place. You know what I
Work will
mean?
fall into. I'm meant to start work now. It's 8:33 a.m. I'm meant to start work, but um, don't worry, my manager. You'll understand. 15 more minutes. You'll understand. Don't worry. Um, I think it's going to be very, very good. Miz, man, if you start so many watch alongs, you might have to get another host or you might have to leave your job, Miz. Yeah, do you know what? Obviously, Ishan will try and cover as much as well when I'm not around. Like, for example, this weekend, maybe we'll spread a few matches out because obviously Chelsea's playing on Sunday. So on Saturday, maybe I can cover one and Ishan can cover one. We
Oh,
would
Saturday,
like,
Sunday, I'm gonna go ballistic.
yeah,
You know what
Sunday,
I mean?
Ishan and I, we're going to go
Saturday and
ballistic.
Sunday, I'm gonna go ballistic.
I love it. I love it, bro. And we'll see. We're going to try and see. We're going to try and bring Advaid in. And if Advaid is someone that enjoys doing the watch alongs and you guys enjoy his company as well, that'll be another particular person that we can add into our roster. Ladybird, Liverpool again. Who scored? Please tell me.
Liverpool again? Are you? Oh my God, is it?
Let's have
Oh
a
yes,
look.
5-0.
5-0 for Liverpool. And it
Mohamed
is
Salah, is it?
Sadio Mane. It is Sadio Mane. Wonder who
Again? Oh my
assisted.
God.
I wonder who assisted.
No way, man. Come on. Nobody
Benfica
assisted.
2,
Nobody
Ajax
got the
2.
assist.
Interesting. Interesting.
Wow, is it? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good scoreline though.
I thought Benfica was going to get their backside whooped.
Yeah.
That's a foul there for Man United.
Wow, Leeds getting pasted, isn't it, Miss?
Yeah,
5-0. My God.
Leeds are in the mud, as Great Ahian is saying. 100% Leeds are in the mud.
Wait. There's something wrong. I think so. Is it Salah who got it, Miss?
Bro, tell me it's Salah, bro. Give me some news. Triple captaincy.
Oh, I think so. There has to be more additions on the point. This point system is got a bit glitch in it. It's not counted Salah's second goal. You know what I mean?
What?
You open, yeah. You can you check it as well? Open your
You, you know
FPL if you
why?
can,
Maybe
man.
they just can't calculate so many points. It's just too many points. Let me
Yeah.
have a look.
Uh, Let me show it to you on the screen if you can. You see that? It's just
Let me
showing
have a
one
look.
goal to Salah.
Yeah. What was the other goal scrapped off or something?
No, he scored two goals, two penalty goals, right?
Man United have a very, very promising area. Free kick. Let's see if Mr. Fernandes. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you
Look
what
at my
I see.
points. Look at my points, miss.
Oh my God, 142, bro. You got a decent 2020 total. I'm on 108. I'm on
Oh my god.
108.
Miss, if I cross
Um,
150, that's gonna be amazing, man. I hope I cross
Cristiano
150.
Ronaldo lining this one up.
I
No, I
hope I
got I got
cross
two goals
150.
here for Salah, bro. I got two goals here.
You got two goals. Wow.
Yeah, and a Salah
What is it
assist as
showing?
well.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo and over the top for 6.
For 6.
I can't believe Trent Alexander-Arnold didn't get anything, man. I have him in my team as well.
And how come Mane's last goal, maybe it was a deflection or maybe a rebound or something. Nobody got an assist for it.
Yeah.
Oh, guys are saying 6-0. My days, miss it 6-0.
Another goal.
And I don't know who's this time.
Oh my God, let's have a
Van
look. Let's have
Dyke.
a look.
Guys are saying Van Dyke. Oh
Liverpool
my
just
god.
pumping goals, 6 now.
Oh
And
my
Van Dyke Robertson with
god.
an assist.
My goodness me. My goodness me.
Amazing. And it's full time, ladies and gentlemen, over there. 6-0. Watford got hammered 4-1. Conor Gallagher killing it. Burnley 1-0. And it's in. Man United scores. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, is it?
Elanga was the one that was going to get the goal, wasn't he? He was the one who was going to get the goal.
Oh my god. So undeserved, isn't it?
So
So
undeserved,
undeserved.
bro. So undeserved. This is the story of Atletico Madrid, isn't it?
And
Um,
probably the story of Man United as well.
yeah, they always seem to get away with these sort of scenarios. They've
Oh,
now
he
seems
missed
like they've,
that defender missed it. That defender missed it.
but it seems like they have unearthed a new youngster.
Yeah.
It's the fraud watch that laid the assist. Oh, it's a good finish, man. It's a good finish. Bruno Fernandes with the assist.
That was poor from this defender, man. So
Yeah.
poor. Should have been better there.
Who was that defender just lunging in like that?
Oh, that was shocking.
Bad defending, man. Elanga with a good finish as well, I must say. Shubajoti fraud assist. He's doing well, Ms. Elanga. Yeah, Elanga seems like he's a player. Jadon
My
Sancho,
God.
was he there? He's getting substituted off. Jesse Lingard coming in. I had no idea he was playing. Um, United fans say Elanga is average. Yeah, fair enough. But since Ragnick has taken over, Langa's been doing all right. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Man United won, Atletico Madrid won. So undeserved. Man United team has done nothing in this game besides that 1 point. Poor defending that time from Atletico Madrid. But this is what happens in a cup tie. Atletico Madrid, I feel like, should have pushed a little bit more to get that second goal. But it's still not over.
Yeah.
Obviously, 10 more minutes to go. We'll see what happens.
It was just 10 minutes, and then you still got Ronaldo. He's famous for the clutch goals.
Yeah. You never know what can Ronaldo do. Maybe he'll pump in a goal as well. 100%. He's Mr. Champions League. So
But that was some shambolic defending from Atletico.
who was that? Who was that defender that just
I don't even
lunged
know,
in?
man.
Live chat, let us know who that defender was that lunged in, man. Maybe that was Reynaldo Mandava. Maybe that was it. Pranav, so many yellows in the second half. Yes. Atletico Madrid.
Is Ajax game done already, or?
Let's have a look at that. Shouldn't be. It should be in the same time. Yeah, 78 minutes. 2-2 Ajax. Ajax versus Benfica.
Wow, Benfica managed to score two past Ajax.
I mean, these days, the away goals don't even matter anymore, Ishan.
Yeah.
It
Imagine
just means it's a
Benfica.
draw.
Benfica had got Bayern Munich, right? In the first
Oh,
draw
yeah, in the first
before the
draw.
fluke. Yeah.
uh,
And then apparently Bayern got Salzburg, but they eventually went on to draw with Salzburg. Oh my God,
bro,
that's
don't
mad.
be surprised if Salzburg does a bit of a madness.
Oh my God! Imagine Bayern Munich getting knocked out by Salzburg.
That'd be pretty crazy, huh?
That would be mad. That would be a disaster of the decade, maybe.
Bro, they've got some good players, man. Young, like Adamay.
Yeah.
Um, they've got this other player that scored against Bayern Munich in the first leg. Some decent players over there, man. Even the Salzburg scouts, Ishan, are doing a better job than
Yeah.
Chelsea scouts.
Oh, 100%. The Bundesliga team scouts are on some good role, man. They actually go out there and scout good players.
Look at Borussia Dortmund, man. Always
Oh,
finding great
look at
talent.
Dortmund. Yeah. It's like the prime revenue generation source.
Yeah. Same with
That's
Salzburg
how
as
that's how they
well.
generate. Yeah.
Red Bull,
Salzburg, Leipzig,
Red Bull Leipzig,
Leipzig
sorry.
as well.
Yeah, Leipzig.
Leipzig,
Red Bull
Ajax.
Leipzig. Yeah.
These teams are known for this thing.
Leipzig, I believe, they have Nkunku, right, at the moment?
Yeah. Christopher and Kunku. Yeah.
Yeah. Great day here. Watch United fans say masterclass performance. Masterclass. Master ass. How about that?
If they call this as masterclass, my God, the level of degradation, man. We've seen the likes of clubs like Man United, Barcelona fall into pieces. Isn't it?
Oh, bro, the decline, huh? The decline has
Oh
been
my
immense.
God! Just imagine, man, those Sir Alex days at Man United, and look at them guys now, and look at that prime Barcelona period.
Oh, they hit the post again, Ishan.
Atletico, if
Yeah,
they go on with the draw, so undeserved, man.
yeah. Now I know what you mean, bro. The decline for these clubs has been incredible. We're just so blessed that we have an owner like Roman who never allowed us to be in that decline, man. We've
Yeah,
always been picking up trophies. Even look at Arsenal, Ishan. Look at their
that
decline.
yeah, Arsenal as well. And I think so. The fan base adds up a lot to that. The
Mm.
mentality which they carry, because the new fans will never understand what their clubs were. At a point of time,
100%
the
correct.
new Barcelona fans, they're moaning about their club getting playing. I mean, the old fans are really agitated about their club playing Europa League. It's a shame, but for new fans,
Yeah.
it's more like, wow, it's an opportunity to win a trophy. It's like that. That's how bad they've fallen.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Um, like, can you imagine, like, just touching on that Arsenal situation? They used to have players like Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry,
Dennis
Robert
Bergkamp,
Perez,
yeah,
Freddie Ljungberg,
Pires, yeah, Sol Campbell,
Sol
Sol
Campbell,
Campbell,
Patrick
Darren
Vieira,
Lehmann, Patrick
yeah,
Vieira,
Darren Lemon. I mean, they've gone from that Gilberto Silva, they've
Gilbert.
gone
Oh my
from
God,
that
Gilberto Silva.
level to I can't even think of some of the players off the top of my mind. Do you know what I mean Rob Holding, let's say,
Granit
um,
Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka? Like it's just the drop off is oh, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
But they've got some good youngsters. If they actually
Yeah,
build up on them,
Saka, Emil Smith
they're
Rowe,
gonna be good.
Martinelli.
Yeah, I would say, definitely Spurs. I mean, Arsenal are in a better position than Spurs in terms of their future prospects, because Arsenal's got some good youngsters.
Hmm.
But it's all about the manager, isn't it? I really don't know how long Arteta's gonna stay there, and how long, how good is he gonna do there? But it is what it is. We move, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm yeah, very surprised that a club like Arsenal, who have all the history that they always brag on about, how
Yeah.
they're keeping a manager like Arteta. I don't think Arteta's really taking them forward. We'll see what they do tomorrow. I truly hope Wolves have a victory tomorrow.
You'll be doing
They've
a watch
recently
along, right?
beaten Wolves, huh?
Watch along will be there, right?
Yeah, so we'll do the watch along for Barcelona Napoli, and we'll have the live score for Arsenal Wolves, obviously on the side.
Oh, right, right, right.
Yeah, so we'll do that for sure. We'll do that. 4 minutes at a time, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1-1. Atletico Madrid 1, Manchester United 1. Um,
So undeserved for Atletico, man.
so undeserved because this Man United team has done nothing, to be
How many
honest.
how many times they've hit the post as well?
And yeah, Atletico Madrid, I believe, has hit the post twice this match.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, should have had at least a second. Should definitely have second. I remember, Ishan, do you remember when we covered City versus Leeds a few
Yeah,
months ago?
yeah.
That was a cricket scoreline as well. I remember it was like 7
Yeah, that
0.
was a
Like
mad game.
goal happening every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Lukaku had same amount of touches as Man City had goals against Leeds.
Goals. Oh my God. Even today, Liverpool's got just one goal less to the amount of touches Lukaku had in the whole match.
Liverpool deals with goals. Lukaku deals with touches.
Touches and then thumbs up.
Touches and thumbs up.
What do you think, though, in Carabao Cup final he's gonna start?
Nah, but it'll be criminal if he starts, man.
Yeah,
I mean, look, if he does start, it would have to be next to Kai Havertz. Would have to play two up front.
yeah.
Lukaku as the right forward, Kai Havertz as the left forward.
But I think so. The chances increases after Ziyech is injured. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'd bring back Mount, man. I'd have Mount.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Mount
Yeah,
Pulisic and Havertz would
correct.
be more
You
sensible.
can't drop Pulisic off the back of that good performance. Even though maybe he didn't deserve to start off the back of the Palace one, but it is what it is. He did a good job on the left side and he scored. His work rate was fantastic. You have to continue, and he likes playing against Liverpool a lot. He scores goals. Havertz is one you definitely can't drop as well now. So that just leaves one spot, and I think it has to be Mason Mount. And if it's not Mason Mount, you have to put maybe Timo Werner.
Yeah, for sure. I'm ready to put in a Barkley ahead of Lukaku. That's how done I am with that guy.
Wow, bro. Yeah, you've lost your interest in him
I've
since
lost
the
hope.
interview.
I've lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not the interview, man. I mean, listen, it's the performance which hurts me more.
Yeah,
Interview
yeah.
is interview. I mean, after the interview, I lost respect, but I did not lose hope of him performing. But
Mm, mm.
after his piling up of shit performances, I lost hope.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that a player like him at least could have stayed professional and
Yeah.
7 touches. I know we can complain and sit here and say, okay, the teammates are not playing to his strengths as well. Okay, fine, that is a fair point. But when you have
At
seven
least
touches,
show the commitment, isn't it?
yeah, like drop deep and just touch the ball a little bit. Like
Yeah.
just
Get involved
make
more.
an effort, get involved. At least win your duels, aerial duels and your ground duels. He won 0 out of 2
I
aerial
mean,
and zero
listen,
out of two ground.
there was a huge possibility of him, you know, banging goals after the interview as well, and we would have been more than happy with that.
Yeah.
But again, if it's his performance, man. Listen, the interview thing is the interview thing. I think so. It all comes down to him losing his respect and prestige among fans, and that's the same thing that I believe as well. I lost all my respect for Lukaku after the interview, but then his his gameplay, I think so. I still hadn't hope that he'll be good. But after the chain of poor performances, I've really lost hope. I really don't know if he can he can be the guy that we want.
100%. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The matches ended 1-1. Atletico Madrid won, Man United won. Honestly speaking, Man United didn't even deserve that one goal. Atletico Madrid hit the post twice. Joao Felix with a fantastic header. Lodi doing really well on that left side as well. Joao Felix overall was very, very good until he was obviously subbed off. We don't want to spend too much time doing the match analysis on this. Obviously, Ishan needs to go and sleep as well. I'm going to go as well. I'm thinking whether I'm going to do a Chelsea news blitz because obviously there's a lot of news that's been coming about. We'll see. If there is something, do wait and have your notification on in the next hour or so. If I drop something, I may do a quick Chelsea news blitz. But hope you guys have enjoyed this watch along. We've talked about many things. Something non-Chelsea. We're going to try and implement this a lot more. We're going to try and do Barcelona-Napoli tomorrow. Do the Dembele watch tomorrow. See what happens there. Once again, smash the like button before you go, and we shall see you very, very soon. Until next time, see ya.